What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Just a guy on my lunch break is back. Just wanted to do a real quick video. Quick update on myself. I'm still at 2 grams like yesterday. Slept last night, no problem whatsoever. So I'm definitely starting tomorrow. Gonna start cutting that down, down to probably 1.5. I'll do 3 capsules tomorrow evening. Probably 3 capsules on Thursday evening. No, I'm sorry, 3 capsules tomorrow evening. I'll probably do 2 capsules Thursday evening. And then that'll be 2 capsules is 1 gram. So I'll take 1 gram on Thursday. I might go ahead and take 1 gram on Friday as well. And then on Saturday, just jump. I won't take any. Definitely jumping this weekend. That's definitely got to happen. I'm low enough now where I think I can make the jump without it being a huge imposition to my life and my lifestyle and that sort of thing. So I'll let you guys know how that goes this weekend. Other than that, just want to talk a little bit about, because I understand that I have new people coming onto the channel all the time. So a lot of times I want to give like a preface. What is this channel about? What do I talk about? For people who are looking to get like some quick answers, you know what I mean? A lot of people, especially here in Western society, because we haven't put any real regulations on Kratom as of yet, which is ironic because in Eastern society, where the Kratom plant, or the tree rather, actually grows naturally, inerrantly, out in nature, a lot of them have actually understood how dangerous Kratom can potentially be, and they've put some strict laws around it. Ironically enough, it grows in their country, and they've taken it and outlawed it and put certain regulations and stuff like that on it. We're not there yet here in America, and I think that's one of the things that does make it quite dangerous, is the fact that there are no regulations on it. I mean, yeah, it's not as bad as Percocets, or it's not as bad as, Vicodins, or it's not as bad as what do you call them? Narcan? No. Norcos, whatever. It's not as bad as a lot of the synthesized opiates. I concede to that. But when you go to the doctor, they're only going to write you a prescription book for so many of them. And then your ass is going to be out. So, then you're put in a place where you're going to have to learn to control them, or you're just going to be in withdrawal every week or 2 weeks or whatever. You take your medications too fast. Kratom, on the other hand, every head shop that you go to, there is a person in there. Most times they're high. Most times the people working the registers are high. Not always, but the ones I go to, or the ones I went to, they're always high. Those guys don't give a rat's ass hole, okay? They could give less than the turd coming out of a rat's ass, whether you buy a whole kilo of Kratom and go home and take the whole thing in one night and just kill over dead. They could care less, right? So there's no regulations on Kratom right now, and I think that's one of the things that makes it a danger to Western culture and society, because there's not a lot of literature out there on how much you should really be taking. If you're a starter, if you're a person who's never really taken it before and you're just starting, not a lot of literature out there discussing that, talking about how much you should take. And not only that, but there's a lot of misleading literature on what Kratom really is, the number of alkaloids it has in it, the way it hits the opiate receptors, how it can create physical dependence. A lot of people just get blindsided by this, and they start taking it and they're thinking, oh, this makes me feel good, or this gives me some energy, and then it has an increased tolerance effect. So then 2 months down the road, their measly 3-4 grams has gone up to 10 grams, and then the 10 grams to 15, and then 15 to 20, so forth and so on. And so then what happens, in these people are finding themselves in what you like to call the Kratom trap, or the Kratom pickle. By now, you are dependent upon the Kratom. Or by the time you get to a point where you're like self-checking, you're like, okay, damn, you mean I took 40 total of these capsules yesterday? That can't be good. There's got to be too much. So then they start looking up stuff online, or they try to go a day without it, and they're like, I really don't feel good, like kind of depressed, my energy's low, I had diarrhea, I wonder if this has to do with the Kratom. They look it up, and then they're like, shit, I didn't realize this was this bad, or it could potentially be this bad for you. So then they go and they try to stop. Well, guess what? That's when they realize it is painful to stop. It hurts to stop, right? So then that's when you get into the Kratom trap or the Kratom pickle. You need to quit. You want to quit, but that also comes at a cost of being sick, dope sick, or feeling like shit for 2 weeks, and then depressed for another month or two on top of that, or low mood, or whatever you want to call it, right? So if you're just happening upon the channel and you've got yourself caught in that Kratom trap, you're taking too much, you're starting to see some side effects that you're not liking, you realize that you're dependent upon it, you're going through withdrawals when you try to stop it, there are some things that you can do. The first thing I recommend, exercise. Seems counterintuitive. Nobody likes to exercise when you feel like shit and when you have absolutely zero energy. But it is a necessity, because exercise, especially heavy exercise, cardiovascular exercise, can really help give you a natural increase in dopamine. That's important when your body is depleted of dopamine, like it is when you come off of something like Kratom, right? The second thing I recommend is drink a ton of water, right? Kratom dehydrates you, keeps you dehydrated. Also, if you're looking to flush that out of your system, the quickest way to do that is through exercise and also drinking a shit ton of water. You can also do things like apple cider vinegar, things like that also has some cleansing properties. Stuff like milk thistle, can help flush things out of your liver, stuff like that. It's kind of like an aid to, like a bile salt, basically. There are things that can help with the low energy for during the day. That's one of the things that people really complain about, is the low energy during the day. One of the things that can help with that, L-tyrosine. Okay, some people swear by it. Vitamin C, some people swear by it. With helping with like restless legs some at night. I know potassium can help with that. My gripe with the vitamin C is a lot of people say you have to really, really like mega dose vitamin C, like 3,000 to 5,000 grams per day of vitamin C. You can try that if you want to, but taking 5,000 milligrams of vitamin C in one day scares the shit out of me, because it literally will probably give you raging diarrhea, I imagine. I've never done it personally. I'll take like a 1,000 milligram supplement during the day or something like that, and that seems to help. Tudka or curcumin also can help with like flushing out the liver, because your liver stores a lot of this stuff when you're taking high amounts of Kratom in an effort to protect, because your liver is your first line of defense. In an effort to protect the rest of your organs, a lot of times your liver will store fats and stuff like that. As your body is having to prioritize and process this Kratom, it's not able to prioritize and process certain other things like that you might be eating. And if you're eating depending on what your diet is, if you're eating a good amount of fat, good amount of sugar, things like that, your body, and you're taking high amounts of Kratom, your body is prioritizing getting rid of that Kratom because it perceives it as a toxin, right? And so what happens is it lets other things go, and it doesn't quite as efficiently deal with and process and digest the sugars, the fats, the complex carbs and stuff that you might be eating, that sort of thing. So it's really important to take care of your liver when you're coming off of something like Kratom. Those things that I mentioned can help you like during the day. As far as at night, melatonin, they say taking really, really cold showers and shivering can help quite a bit, just to kind of get the angst out. Again, potassium supplements. There's a supplement called magnesium, and it's called Calm, and you can take that. That also is supposed to do wonders for uncontrolled muscle movements, helping with the twitching and the restless legs and things like that as well. All right. So that's something else you can do at night. I don't really recommend, although I did use something like Unisom during my taper at first, especially, and that did kind of help me sleep when I was making the bigger jumps down. A lot of people don't recommend that, and because it is known, the antihistamine in it is known for possibly making restless legs worse, but I found that to be more the case if you're doing like a cold turkey. If you're completely jumping off, and let's say you were on 10, 15, 20 grams a day, and you're just like, fuck it, I'm done, I'm doing a complete cold turkey. If that's you, I wouldn't recommend taking Benadryl or Unisom or one of those old school like antihistamine sort of substances. I wouldn't recommend that, because I've done that whilst going through severe cold turkey sort of withdrawals before, and it was enough just to piss you off, because it made you sleepy, but you still couldn't sleep because the restless legs and the jumping of the limbs and stuff like that. And so I think it does tend to kind of aggravate those things. Didn't really bother me that much when I was tapering, but that's because I still had a decent amount of Kratom on board. I was still taking a decent amount of Kratom at the time. So that may be why I didn't have a lot of issue with it, and then it did kind of help me sleep through that period of time. I guess that's about it. Drink a lot of water, exercise, eat a lot of cruciferous vegetables if you can stomach it. Raw broccoli, radishes, cauliflower, different things like that. Nuts that have a lot of protein, get a lot of good protein. That also helps to flush out your system, because the whole idea is the quicker you can get this shit, these toxins flushed out of your system, the quicker your body can start reestablishing its baseline. The quicker your body can start reestablishing homeostasis and chemical homeostasis in the brain. You understand? So that's the idea behind, eating super healthy, eating super clean, taking your vitamins, even a multivitamin that's got B vitamin, C, everything all wrapped into one. That's good too. Drinking all the water, the exercise to kind of help, because exercise helps to speed up your system, all your systems, your digestion, all those things. So keep all that stuff in mind if you are looking to quit. You need to prepare yourself with some of these supplements that I'm talking about to help you get through the more difficult parts of it. And all of these other things I mentioned can help you to get through the tough part of it. If there's anything that I forgot to mention, leave it down in the comments. You guys are really good about doing that. And yeah, that's it. Just a little informational video for those people out there who maybe just found yourself in a tight spot with Kratom, and now you're trying to change that, and you're realizing that it's really freaking hard. All right, I gotta go. Love you guys. Have a great day. I will see you next time. Peace.